Hello all my friends from all over the world. Welcome to Egypt, my country. If you looking for royal information about my country, about Egypt or study or tourism or for stay in Egypt.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is disappointing. My esteemed colleague Christy Lemire opened her review of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with a quote from her 9-year-old asking if he could see it again. So I think there's some synergy in quoting my 9-year-old to open this one. That might be the best movie I've ever seen. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse explodes onto screens this week, building on the foundation of the masterful Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, with stunning animation, unforgettable characters, and complex themes. The first note I took after seeing it was, so much movie. Like the work of a young artist who refuses to be restrained by the borders of the frame. Across the Spider-Verse is loaded with incredible imagery and fascinating ideas. It is a smart, thrilling piece of work that reminded me of other great Part 2s like The Dark Knight and The Empire Strikes Back. Like those films, it leaves viewers anxiously anticipating the next chapter, which will come in March 2024. And it earns its cliffhangers by grounding them in a story of young people refusing to submit to a concept of what a hero's arc needs to be. The concepts of multiverses and people traveling from one reality to another existed long before Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. But the 2018 animated feature did such a tremendous job of using those ideas to define Miles Morales and deconstruct the very idea of Marvel's iconic webhead that it almost single-handedly got the whole of Hollywood hell-bent on producing as many genre-bending multiversal epics as it possibly could. Save for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Few of these other parallel dimension narratives have really been able to hold a candle to what Sony and Marvel managed to achieve with Into the Spider-Verse, a movie that told one of the most powerful Spider-Man stories of all time. It feels as if a new Spider-Man film has come out every year for the past 2 decades, but 2018's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse somersaults over the rest of them. One of surprisingly few big-screen superhero animations, it was also the first to exploit the idea of alternate universes. And the only one to reproduce the variety of visual styles and techniques that you can see when you flip through a stack of comics. Some parts looked painted, some looked hand-drawn. Some looked as if they had been printed on cheap paper, complete with the Ben-Day dots that Roy Lichtenstein put in his paintings. The film was a game-changer, a pop art extravaganza that took the medium to astonishing new places. And yet, most impressively of all, the many innovations were bound up in the heartfelt story and lovable characters.